things became so different. The way we related, the conversations we actually even had were so like not in sync. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so excited! My son just he burped. He
Literally
did
everything about your kid when it's a new experience for you. That's the only thing you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the T's and Q's podcast. I am your lovely co-host Sharon.
And Chico, you know I gotta say that.
Sharon and Chico. It's been a lovely week. I hope you all have had a very, very good week. We've had an amazing one. Am I speaking for the both of us? How are you doing?
Definitely. I'm feeling that kind of energy. It's just a good feel.
Like some flowing good feel, or it's a good feel ilea. Yeah, life is exciting.
It's a yay. It's that one. Yeah, and I hope it stays that way.
One thing I'm always struggling to tell everyone I know is that life isn't a bed of roses all the time. You just have
not.
to, like,
So let me enjoy.
Nice. Niko fiti, I'm good. A potential mother-in-law once told me that.
A what? Potential, not it was a potential.
It was a potential mother-in-law once told me that as long as there's life, there's always hope and there's always possibilities for me. I think I am living by that. Yeah, I am choosing to just live by that. Believe in a greater being, something good happening for me somewhere. And yeah, that's how I feel. I like that. Yeah, flowing positivity. And speaking about how you're feeling, there's an important question I want to ask you. What do you think you're grateful for today?
Today.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I think I've had, but this is like a question that has come the perfect time. Last night I got a jar, and it's a candy that it had candy for Q, and I was debating what should I do with it. I wanted to recycle because it's so cute, and one thing that came to my mind was a gratitude jar. Yeah. So I am grateful. With that note, with that note,
That being said,
I'm grateful for the people that are in my life. I think because they've been put. I've never thought about it deep, but I feel like everyone who comes in your life, they play a certain role, whether it's good or bad. And today morning, I just sat and appreciated every person who's in my life at the moment. I'm just grateful for all of them in their special way, whether it's little or small. So, yay.
Oh, that's such a beautiful sort of gratitude.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I think I'll say one of the few things I am grateful for. It doesn't necessarily have to be today, but it's something I'm very, very, I feel like if it wasn't there, then I wouldn't be here right now. Is the kind of support I received from my friends, especially at the time when I had just had my son, and it was kind of beautiful. I put myself out there. I said I needed some sort of support, and people came through. There's a lady on IG. I'll definitely tag her on this post. It's Waidera. I think she and I were pregnant at the same time. And she decided to just create like a support group for moms.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Right there,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you.
Thank you so much. She created a very good WhatsApp group. Women were chatting. We were talking about some women had toddlers, women had newborns, others were expectant.
Yeah.
So we had different experiences to share. There were those who needed a different sort of support, and they were able to ask in that group. And it was just beautiful, actually. I'm so glad I could, like, oh my God, my son's skin is breaking out. What do I do? So I go to WhatsApp and be like, please help me. What? Da, 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 da. This is happening. This is happening. And every woman will give me, oh, do this, do that. Or visit this pediatrician, do this, do that, take this, buy this for the kid. If you can't, use this. So there was a lot, and I am very, very grateful for that. A few friendships formed in that group, and I feel like they have helped me move for quite a number of time, especially in my motherhood journey. So I'm very, very thankful for that space and the friendships that I got from there. Some went well, some have we've lost track. So we've lost track, so it's become just acquaintances.
Oh,
Yeah.
These groups are amazing. And I also bumped into one on Facebook, then moved to WhatsApp. Like, it's the same, like we had for a very long time, everyone was like during pregnancy all through. They were in their different journeys, others young, others later. Then you have your baby, like there was a whole celebration. So you have these amazing friends that you've never even seen.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful to have that support. Unfortunately, when you change phone, WhatsApp kicks you out automatically from a group. That's how I lost touch. And it was bad. Like it didn't even come like history. It just disappeared. But that was one of the amazing group of people who you can relate with. And you're just talking about that. And last episode we were still talking about friendship, and it comes with how has your friendship, has it changed since you became a mom, or has it been the same?
Oh, before I was a mom, oh my God, I was everywhere. I was like a friend you could call and say, I'm out. See you come watch a game with me. Say less.
Where am I coming? It's just drop a pin.
Tuma pin, mimi hapa, nitafika. So I was those kind of people, and most of my friends, because I have a lot of homeboys and very few female friends. So most of my female friends, we could just hang out, decide to go do brunch, decide to just go clubbing, and it will be great.
Yeah.
And like people in my age group, we are young, we're excited, we're energized. And the moment I got pregnant and I had my child, things became so different. The way we related, the conversations we actually even had were so like not in sync. I'd be like, oh, I'm so excited. My son just he burped, he did what, he's cute, he's chubby, and it was so beautiful. Then my friends were like, oh, that's so nice. Oh, so when are we, different things. Why can't you just do this? Let's go drinking. Be like, no, I can't. I'm breastfeeding. And like, oh,
Their priorities change, things change.
Yeah, they also just decided to I don't know if it was a decision for them, but when they were conversing with me, it's like they were walking on eggshells. We were not in sync. We were not doing things the same way anymore. And it became very, very different. So I'd say the relationships, especially my friendships, immediately after and during this time as a mom, is completely different.
It's different.
I'm looking for different things in a friend right now. I'm looking for support. I'm looking for understanding. A friend that will ground me. I'm not looking for people to hang out with
all the time.
Yeah, I'm looking for someone who will show me opportunities. That's exactly how different motherhood has changed my perspective about friendships, actually.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And for me, I realized things have changed when my certain friends, not all of them, because I have both mom friends who were moms before me, so I still had them. Then there were those that were not moms. And they'll tell me, you've changed. But what I realized is I've not changed. I'm just in a different season, and I just have to be in that season. So it's not me who has changed, it's just that where I am, my priorities have changed, how I make decisions have changed, the kind of conversations. Like, it's not the same. Kitambo tabime, you'll call me. It's planning. You can call me today. The plan is today I'll show up. These days, Aki, you have to tell me a week.
Give me 5 days notice.
I have to plan a lot before I show up. And some friends kasirika because they feel they never have time or excuse goes, and maybe they don't understand from the point of view. It's just not the same, and you end up losing some of that friendship because they feel like you're never available to show up. You're never, But sometimes it's just not because I don't want to come. It's because I have to plan things. There's kids fall sick. So you've committed to something that morning, they're clogged. I can't come. Send apology, unakasirika. So there are those many things that change in between. And I think that's where now mom friends, if I'm a mom, you're a mom, it's easier for us to become friends because we relate to a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like quickly, if I tell you, Heki has woken up with a fever,
I will understand.
you'll be like, sour.
I have experienced that. I actually know what it feels like, how draining it is that you feel you won't be able to join me for something because your child is sick. Because I've been in that position myself. I can tell. There's a type of friend of mine asked me, come, let's go to church together. Or rather, let's meet up after church. So she wanted us to go to church, then have lunch, then,
Hang
catch
out.
up.
Yeah.
I was like, on Sunday. I was sure because my brother is usually free on Sunday, so he would be with the kids.
Yeah.
Then Sunday morning reaches. My son has an upset stomach. Like, I'm so sorry, I can't come anymore. My son has an upset stomach and I need to be here to handle it because he also has fever. And she was like, I even knew and this your child. Like, if only you knew. I'm a new mom. This is my only child. I need to give him attention, even if it means I lose myself in it.
In that,
I'd rather just do that and he's okay rather than risk it and think about myself when I actually know he needs me.
And trust me, you'll not even be okay. You're out there and you've left your child sick at home. Mimi, I'm not at peace. Even those things that I must be, and I know Kwevo is at home and he's not feeling well, I'll just be calling and calling. Like, you're just not at peace at all. So ata if you decide to go, part of you will not be fully there.
Yeah.
So it won't be the nice hangout that you expected it to be because my mind is thinking about other things.
Yeah.
Sindio.
Absolutely. My brother usually tells me if I leave the house on a Sunday and I am constantly calling him and he'd be like, wewe shida yako ni nini? Kwani sijui kuangalia watoto?
Because you're constantly calling.
Sijui kuangalia watoto. Niko sawa, tuko sawa, wachana na sisi. And speaking of mom friendships, and like you can correlate with another mom. Have you ever found yourself in a position where you are in a friendship with another mother and the only thing you talk about is your child? Children.
Well, it happens. First of all, I think making friends with moms is easier. I find it easier these days because I think the children connect us. There's a day we went we were having dinner, and Kwevo loves exploring. Like,
Yeah.
he cannot attend. Tumeka tunangoja food. Sikikam nitakuja.
Mniite.
Yeah. So there were some other kids outside playing. So
Yeah.
he joined them and they were playing and they formed a bond. So I kept going to check on him because we were I couldn't see where he was. And then the parents of these other kids were close by. And I think they were about to leave. So they came, they said, hi. Da, da, da. So we talked, we had a conversation just because of our children. If our kids were not there, trust me, we'll never have said hi to each other. It could have been just any other person.
Let's mind our own business.
At the restaurant, eated, imeisha hivyo. But I connected. So connecting with moms, it's easier, and even making friendship. And the thing for talking about our kids, kitambo I used to be like that, but squeezy, I'm very mindful of the conversation because I've realized if we are both moms, we might end up just talking about our children. And it's not a bad thing, and it's not like forced, it's just automatically happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and we will talk, oh my kid, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. And then something else in between changes the topic. But I find myself, most of the things you discuss ends up somehow back to you being a mom, your experiences. And I think it's okay because you can maybe at a certain point you feel like, hey, I'm not doing so well. Then you talk to your friend, they experience the same thing, or you're like, oh, okay, so it's not just me.
Yeah.
So I feel like those conversations also just help. Maybe we try not to overdo. We lose ourselves in that.
I guess it's about when you're new, like when it's new to you, that's the only thing you can talk about. You're like, wow, did he just, what was the color of his, oh my God, his toenails are too long. How do I cut a baby's toenails? Literally everything about your kid when it's a new experience for you, that's the only thing you want to talk about.
Yeah.
You want to share pictures of your baby. Wow. Oh, he's so brown, he's so chubby, he's so cute. But it's about being mindful, just like you have said, so that we don't expedite our conversation and
just become
we get lost in our children
because there's so much many other things that we can talk about.
But then picture a scenario where you've met someone, or rather you've created a friendship with another lady, and your common ground was your kid. Let's say it's in school.
Okay.
Your common ground was your kid. So you've talked about their grades, you've talked about the PE kit. What else is there to say now? You've decided to just go hang out with this person. What else are you talking about?
I'll tell you a story. There's a day we had sports day at school, and parents were invited. So we were sitting, and of course the kids are there, so it's just you and just start conversation. I think what happened, we started with our kids. Oh, that's mine. Da, da, da. So we were pointing. Oh yeah, they come, they say hi to each other. I was like, I know you.
Yeah.
And then now from there we talk about school. It becomes about the curriculum. What do you think? So we divert. So it's somehow close related to our children, but something different. So we went to the school, what we think. We discussed school. Then we now ended up asking, oh, by the way, what do you do? Like that one came uko at the last.
Yeah.
So understanding, okay, so professionally, what do you do? And how do I do? We ended up finding, we were sitting like 4 moms. By the time the conversation ended, we just found out all of us are single moms. And do you know our faces, they were just like, oh, I'm not the only one. Like we were so many, the 4 of us, and we were just chatting and chatting, and you feel so good. You're like, okay, this is interesting. So that's how I think, for my experience at that point where we connected through school, conversation went that way. And now when most discussion is still sometimes, teacher, why are they not communicating? Why are they? So
when you it's about school, teacher.
But we try to also just a few of the friends, like from Quavo's class, we try to just also talk about life, other things that affect us, but not so much, because we also don't get time to talk so much. It's all those ones.
So it's not like you have created that kind of friendship that would mean let's go out, let's hang out.
We're not yet there. Supporting each other's businesses, we have. That one we have, but not beyond. Now let's hang out. The farthest I've gone is the kids hang out, but you see it's still the kids where they have now because they are friends. Now we plan for the play date for them. So that's the farthest. But if I become close with someone, well, it's okay, but sijafika hapo bado.
Yeah. There's always something to talk about.
Do you have like someone who you connected through school and you're like buddies right now?
Yeah, no. I'm that.
What?
I'm that parent that will go to a school event or any event that has children, and then I will go and I will stand like this and just look at my kid. And take videos, wait for him to show up at the front somewhere, receive something or do something funny, and just take videos and pictures. Those people who are mingling at, hi, see, is that your kid? Not me. Not
Me, Sasa, that's the only situation where I get to be the other me, extrovert. But now if it's an event for me, that's when it's just my child makes me outspoken.
People would wonder, why is that kid so jumpy and the mother is in the corner?
Plus you know Kwevo.
Yeah.
He'll just would keep, come say hello to my mom.
My mom is pretty. Come see my mom. You don't touch my mom.
That's my So yeah, I think he helps me talk to other parents. I would say makes it easy because he connects with our children. Like he's me to sawa. At times I try to be close to them, and then now you also
want to move closer.
Yeah, because now
you want to keep an eye on your son.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that.
I guess we are different in that way. If it's an event where I'm on my own, I'm so outgoing.
Really?
What's this about? Okay. Tell me straight. You look familiar. But when I'm with my children, my attention.
It's just there.
My attention. And by children, I mean my brother and my son. My attention is on them. I will take videos of them. I'll be the one cheering, looking like the extroverted parent, but no parent. I don't want any parent to talk to me. Please don't. I love other parents, but I don't know. I just don't make friends like that. But yeah.
So a friendship. Yeah. Even in our friends, we are struggling as moms because I think imekuwa worse. Is it? No, I think. Do you feel like it's become easier for you to make friends, or is it a bit harder as a mom now?
I'd say it is comme ci comme ça. I don't get out as much as I used to. So I don't like make any contact with people and say maybe I'm now friends with someone, or I went out, I met someone new.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore as I used to do in the past. But then again, when I get out, I try to do a lot of it. If I get out maybe once a month, I want to do it a lot. Ask people, talk to them. Yeah. So it's consequence for me. It's not hard, neither is it easy.
Give you a specific example. Hata nimekumbuka. Kwevo is like I've said, ati mnatembea hivi pamoja doing things. I even made peace with it. We go to the supermarket, we will find each other where we find each other. I made peace with that. Unaona parent anaongelesha mtoto like, yeah, don't do this to them. They listen there. Hey, I don't do that.
Kid is saying, yes, mom.
Okay, yes, I don't do that. So I do not feel. What am I not doing?
What am I not doing?
Because it's your responsibility to help this child be obedient, to listen to you. And then there's yours who sometimes you talk to and they just go. Yeah, that part of feeling that I'm not doing a great job as a mom. I've had those two moments when I look at other children and how their moms are doing, or even dads, not just moms, and you can feel,
has that ever emanated from a friend of yours? Like you can picture your friend and she children are like this.
Actually,
they have a plan. They know they wake up in the morning, they take breakfast at this time.
I
they
do.
this.
Me, by the routine.
Eh.
I have a friend whose routine like this.
Eh.
I attempted, it didn't last 2 days. I know routine is. I know routine is perfect for children. I know it's perfect. It helps. Even as a grown up, you end up just having this sort of life. But sometimes you just also need to lean into flexibility. So I think for me, I'm more into the flexibility. Still get things done.
Yes.
But a bit more flexible than like that. It's because my brain, if I put, let's say, and this is how I look at it, and that's why I think I struggle with routine. If I wake up on Saturday, if my routine is I wake up, I pray, I work out, I shower, I have breakfast, what happens to the day that I'm sick and I can't work out that morning? What happens can I do it later? Or does it mean if I miss at 8 o'clock, does it mean I don't do it anymore? What is that like?
Yeah.
I want to have flexibility in terms of, I was to go dancing today. I didn't manage to go, but if that dancing is something I can do at lunchtime, then I can, and I have the time, I can do it at lunchtime. And I know kuna parent ananiangalia, you must have routine. I know it's important. I struggle with it because of my perspective of life, but mi nimeshindwa. Kudos to parents who follow routine with their children. Mimi imekata. Imekata.
Mimi yangu ni idea.
I admire you, but
idea. We create the idea of a routine.
That's where it ends.
Yeah. Are we waking up at 10? Yeah, 10, 11, 12. That's when we want to wake up. Good for you. My son, he sleeps at 1 in the morning. And it's made me feel like sometimes I make myself feel okay because I tell myself, this kid is like this because even me, I'm a night owl. So the DNA, it's DNA, guys. It's not that I have raised him or I'm making him have bad habits. It's just he's a night person, just like me. And in the morning, catch us dead, being active, whatever. But we will do our things. If you want to hang out till 1 a.m., he will sing with me till 1 a.m.
That's 1 a.m. Yeah.
So it's an idea of a routine. We know what we actually do stick to is maybe, I'd say, a meal plan. And one thing I don't appreciate, especially from friends, because I have a friend, she has raised a child and her son has grown up to be such an amazing human being. And she was like, no. She asked me the other day, do you still sleep in the same room with your son? I'm like, yeah, in the same room or in different beds. And she's like, no, you should let him sleep on his own. So now that unsolicited advice from friends who have done it, I know you have figured it out and it worked for you, but don't.
You can suggest, but don't make it seem like it's a must to do. You know, like you must do this for that to happen. Suggest and then I will decide if I want to do it or not. Yeah. And talking of advice, how do you feel when a friend who's not a mom giving you advice? And it's those, wacha kuna hii general that makes sense. Kuna ile hadi unataka kuuliza mtu, nikuachie huyo mtoto uvile, what you're gonna do about it?
The time I told my friend, what are you telling me and you don't even have a child? That was a bad thing to say.
Mimi nitakuangalia tu.
But mbona uniambie ati nasi ujaribu kumbalisha hivi na hivi. I'm like, nikupe umbalishe. Uko na mtoi?
Yeah.
You don't have. I don't mind it. Yes, you don't have a kid. Maybe you have experience, or you read somewhere.
You've raised siblings, cousins.
Tell me, but we don't make it your business. Don't make me raising my son, your business.
Yeah, but it's too much. Like, I appreciate advice, which is amazing, but kuna zingine, there's a way they come to make you feel as if you're not doing anything. Kuna advice where, yeah, it's fine. Maybe you saw someone doing it and it's working for them, you want me to try it. Great. That one I will take it and attempt to try if I want. But the one you're making it seem like you're doing a really bad job at this is what I think you should. That's the one I don't appreciate. Yeah.
And then the tone in which you're telling me about something, I appreciate your advice, but watch your tone.
Yeah.
So that's a fight I need. I will finish. I don't think between my mom and I that fight is never going to end. But yeah, tunaiendeleza. My mom is also my friend, so I count her as a friend. Yeah, unsolicited advice.
Yeah, advice is amazing, but also think about this person and what they're doing, where they're coming from, and then the way you say it also really matters. How come correct the way you come.
Usinikujie combative. Umenikujia kininja.
Parenting doesn't have a manual. Si ati mtoto anazaliwa na unaambiwa mtoto David sasa hivi ndio inafaa umlee. No, kwa sababu also children are different. What is working for you might not work for my child because my child is not, their personalities are not the same. So it could be great advice, but come understand this child. Like, this one got me mad. I know my son has anger issues, and I've looked at things that can help him. Like when he's rich. So we got him a boxing, I was like, when you feel angry, just scream, walk away, like, because he loves to fight. So if you make him angry, doesn't matter if you're a child or a grown-up, he will hit you. And that's the other reason why he's doing taekwondo, so that he just learns. So someone comes to me, I already know. So they make a comment in front of him and say, your child has anger issues. I'm like, that's not something a child needs to hear. Come tell me, but don't
say it in front of my son.
He'll go, okay, what is anger? Okay, I get angry, but anger issues, that's fine. And then after that, I ignored. I was like, the way, so that we move on from the topic. And then later, I came and I told her, okay, if you want to give me something, don't tell me to when he's here, because he'll think he has a problem. And it's okay to have problems, but he'll question himself a lot. And I think the other thing that I read the same, it's beating children in front of his friends or her friends. It's also something that affects children. So there are things that you can say, but don't say when a child is there, because they listen. Kids listen and they put things here.
Yeah.
So those corrections, or you want me to adjust something, don't say it there. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I know, and this is what I'm doing to help him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one, I think that's the other one. Give me advice, but also watch what is the environment like. Yeah. They're saying and they're repeating. I'm like, and it upset me because she's a mom as well. So I was like,
you should, as a mother, I think you should be in that position to decipher what to say and
in
what
front
not
of a
to
child.
say.
Yeah.
Don't
touch that cup.
Yeah.
That's different, where you're correcting them directly. That's different. You're correcting the child directly. But where you need the mom to take an action, I think it's necessary to do it when they're not there.
Okay, what do you guys think?
Yeah, that's just me, by the way. I was like,
I'd like to know. Because I feel what you're saying is right. And there are different opinions, maybe from experts, on how to handle such things and how to actually point out something that a child has.
Yeah.
Maybe it's important for them to hear it, maybe it's not. So we'd like to know what y'all think. Please say it in the comment section and tell us if you're an expert, if you have had experience, maybe you've raised kids before and you understand that kind of situation, how should a parent actually handle it? And how do I actually really tell my friend without jeopardizing our friendship that please don't say this and this in front of my son, or don't do this in front of my son, and they would get to understand it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the T's and Q's podcast.
Yeah, we love our friends. Moms are just not just moms. The way we connect, the things we share, it makes who we are. We get to feel it's just not me doing it, right? So tell us your stories. Your subscription, by the way.
I kind of feel like I shouldn't be telling people to subscribe at this point, but subscribe.
Lazima tuwakumbushe.
I know, tunawakumbusha kila saa. Kwani mmegeuka watoto? Just kidding, guys. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel, listen, like, and most importantly, share with your friends and your family and people who will find this very relevant.
Yes.
I have been your co-host, Sharon.
And Shekau.
Make sure to follow us at the T's and Q's podcast on every platform, that is on Threads, Instagram, and TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bye.
Bye. See you in the next episode.